Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing your tasks efficiently. Students, in previous lecture, I revised some basic concepts of sets and you had done that how you can list the elements of a set. Our today's topic is equal sets and equivalent sets, and after this we will learn how to make the subsets of any set. So let's start with equal sets and equivalent sets. In 6th class you have learnt that two sets are equal if they have same elements. Same elements means, I explain this with an example. Look at the set A. In set A there are 4 elements 2, 3, 5 and 7. In set B there are also 4 elements 5, 3, 7 and 2. You can easily observe that 2 is same in both sets, 3 is same in both sets, 7 is present in both sets and 5 is also present in both sets. It doesn't matter that the order of the elements is changed in the set B. So in such situation both of the sets are equal to each other. So you can write that set A is equal to set B, or you can say that set B is equal to set A. Look at the second example. Set D is having the elements T, E and A. This is the set of letters of the word T, and set F that is having the letters of the word eat. You can easily observe that E is present in both, A is present in both and T is present in both. So that's why when elements are same, both of these sets will be equal. So you can say that set D is equal to F. You can also say that set F is equal to set D. Now the equivalent sets. Two sets having same number of elements are equivalent sets. Look at the set O. 1, 3, 5, 7. It is having 4 elements. Set of even numbers. It is having 4 elements 0, 2, 4, 6. You can see that both sets are having different elements. So they are not equal. But the number of elements is same in both sets. Set O is having 4 elements. Set E is also having 4 elements. So these two sets are equivalent. So you can write that set O is equivalent to set E. This is the symbol of equivalent sets. Or you can also write that set E is equivalent to set O. So what is the conclusion at the end? That equal sets are also equivalent. As you can easily see that elements are same. Secondly, number of elements are also same. Here again, elements are same. Secondly, number of elements are also same. So that's why set D and F are also equivalent. And here set A and set B both are also equivalent. Equivalent sets may be or may not be equal. If you see this example, that sets are equal but they are also equivalent. But in this example you see that sets are just equivalent, they are not equal. So what you conclude? That equal sets are always equivalent, but equivalent sets may be or may not be equal. Okay students, our next topic is subset. A subset is simply a set that is a part of a larger set, and it contains the elements from the larger set. Here you see the example. The set A is having all the small English alphabets and set D is having only the vowels. So set A is a larger set and D is a smaller set, and all the elements of set D are taken from the set A. So in this situation, set D will be the subset of set A. Proper subset: if all the elements of set B are present in set A, but all elements of set A are not present in set B, then set B will be the proper subset of A. Look at the example. In set A there are the elements 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Set B is having the elements 2, 4, 6, 8. Here you see that all the elements of set B are present in set A. 2 is present, 4 is present, 6 is present, 8 is present. It means that set B is a proper subset of A, and all the elements of A are not present in set B. This element 0 is not present in B. In such situation, B will be the proper subset of A and A will be the superset of B. In this example, you see that D is a subset of A. All elements of D are present in A. But you can see that there are many elements of A which are not present in D. So that's why D is a subset of A, but it is a proper subset of A. And then A, that is a larger set, it will be the superset of D. Okay, now the improper subset. If two sets are equal, then they will be improper subset of each other. Look at the example. There are two sets and both are having the same elements. It means that set A is equal to set B, or you can say that set B is equal to set A. In such situation, you see that all the elements of B are present in A, so that's why B is a subset of A. Secondly, all the elements of A are also present in B, so that's why A is also a subset of B. It doesn't matter that the order of the element is changed. So in such situation, when the elements are same, two sets are equal, then they will be improper subset of each other. So then you can write that set A is the improper subset of B. This line under the symbol of subset, it is showing the improper subset, or you can say that B is a improper subset of A. So here you see that there are three symbols. This is the symbol of proper subset, this is the symbol of improper subset, and this is the symbol of superset. The next subset will be the set having the two elements 2 and 3. So here it is 2 and 3. Now make a subset that will be having the first and last element, and that will be 1 and 3. The last possible subset will be the subset itself, 1, 2, 3. So now you can see that you have made all the subsets of this set. Now count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And according to formula, we have done all the subsets of this set. So here you see that all these sets till here are the proper subsets of this set. But this the last one, the subset itself, is the improper subset of this set. Okay class, let's start the exercise number 1.1 and question number 6. List all the subsets of the following sets. I have done part number 2 for you. In part number 2, set Q is given and it is having the three elements pen, book and bag. You have to make a list of all the subsets of this set. First you will apply the formula to find out the total number of subset of this set Q. The formula is 2 raised to power n and stands for the total number of elements, and in this set you see that there are 3 elements. So when you apply the formula 2 raised to power 3, it will be equal to 8. It means there will be total 8 subsets of this set Q. As I told you that empty set is the subset of every set, so the first subset will be the empty set. Then you will make the subset by taking the individual elements. The first element pen, then book and then bag. After that you will make the subset by taking the elements in pair. Like the first pair will be of pen and book, then book and bag, and then bag and pen. And the last one will be the subset that is itself. So all these subsets are proper subset of this set Q, but the last one will be the improper subset of this set Q. Students, this question has total 4 parts. Second part I have done for you. Remaining parts are so easy, you can do them by yourself. Okay class, now we will do question number 4 in book. Here you are given the sets. Set E, this is the universal set or the largest set in this question. It is having the elements 1, 2, 3, so on up to 10. And it is having 3 subsets, set A, set B and set C. You have to state whether the given 3 statements are true or false in each case. Look at the first statement. The first statement is that the set B is a proper subset of A. It means that all the elements of B are present in A, but all the elements of A are not present in B. Now check it. All the elements of B, 3, 4 and 5 are present in set A, and all the elements of set A are not present in B. So that's why this statement is true. Next statement is set C is a proper subset of set A. It means that all the elements of set C are present in set A, but all the elements of set A are not present in set C. Let's check it. You can see that all the elements of set C, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the element of C that is not present in A. So that's why this statement will be false. The next statement is the set C is a proper subset of set B. It means that all the elements of set C are present in set B, but all the elements of set B are not present in set C. Let's check it. You can see easily that all the elements of set C are not present in set B. 4 is present, 5 is present, but 6, 7, 8 are not present. So that's why this statement will also be false. Okay, now start question number 5. Given that the set A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 and set B is equal to even numbers less than 10. Even numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 2. In this set, only those even numbers will come which are smaller than 10. Tabular form of this set will be 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. These are the even numbers which are less than 10. Which of the following statements is true and which is false? According to these two sets, you have to check all these statements. The first statement is that A is improper subset of B. It means that A and B set are equal, but you can see that both the sets are not equal because they are not having all the elements same. So that's why this statement will be false. The next statement is A is a proper subset of B. It means all the elements of set A are present in set B, but all the elements of set B are not present in A. You can easily see that 0 is the element of B which is not present in A, but all the elements of A are present in B. So that's why set A is the proper subset of B. So this statement will be true. The next statement is set A is not proper subset of B. When this statement is true, automatically this statement will be false. You can check it also. He is saying that all the elements of A are not present in B, but it is not true. So that's why this statement will be false. The next statement is A is not equal to B. A is not equal to B means that they are not having the same elements. Yes, it is true. So that's why this statement will also be true. The next one is B is not improper subset of A. Yes, it is true because B and A are not equal. So that's why B is not improper subset of A. So this statement is also true. The next statement is that B is improper subset of A. B can be improper subset of A when B and A are equal, but you know very well that B and A are not equal. So that's why this statement will be false. So students, you have to do question number 4 and 5 in your book and question number 6 in your notebooks. Okay class, that's all for today. So till next class, take care and Allah Hafiz.